All right, well, good day everyone. It is a 3-day weekend amongst us, and we are going to go RVing. We're gonna go over to Pacific Shores Motor Coach Resort and stay there for a couple days. But first things first, they do hold a kind of high standard. They tell you gotta have an immaculate coach and whatnot, and I try to keep that. But anyway, I'd be doing this either way. I don't care where I was staying. But I'm gonna get a wash job on this bad boy, get this exhaust cleaned up, get this flat, get this back all shined up. Probably blast the roof off real quick because it was at the motocross track and the dust does accumulate on the roof. So, all right, let's get this video going. We'll kind of give you a little closer. A couple things to note is the coach low side is the side the refrigerator's on, so that way the water doesn't end up draining into my refrigerator. It's one thing I always like to make sure I do. Make sure my step is out so I can get those mats. I've got my country coach mats laid out there so I can get some simple green on them, and I've got it pointed in this direction to the east-west, trying to get as much heat off of it as I can because you want to have a cool motorhome when you wash it. Luckily, mine's not as dark as that one that we got done doing, so I won't have a rinser behind me. I've just given our guy there a quick hand. So let's get this thing washed. All right, the roof is done. The pressure washer is running away, so let's get this production moving. Let's get this back cap washed real quick, and then we'll move on to the other sides. All right, wash job done. One more thing I want to touch is debug spray for the front end. Whew, that is a game changer. Mix that stuff, they say 4 to 1 or whatever. I mix it half and half. Spray that stuff down, let it soak a minute. Comes right off, even with a brush. But she came out really good. I still need to go down and see Chris at Pacific Metal Polishing and see if he's still got my country coach logo. I had him touch up and give it a fresh polish there. I've got my mud flap, as you can see. Now this is of course a 2005 style mud flap. As you can see, here is my original 96 mud flap. The chrome plating on it, they didn't use stainless back then. The chrome plating has started to rust, so I'm going to do something custom with that, so that's why I've got it set to the side. But I needed to have a good looking mud flap on there, so that looks pretty fair. Another thing, some people had asked about my top hats. So those are chrome plated top hats. Those come from Iowa 80 Truck Stop. The thing about those is you need to know if you have the older style lug nuts, or if you have the new 33 millimeter, I want to say, maybe 32 millimeter metric lug nuts, to know which style cap you need to have. That's the biggest thing, is to know which lugs you have, to know which style cap you can go with. Here again is that top hat on the front. Now I was lucky enough, I'm not gonna blow my own horn, I didn't go out and find those. I was lucky enough to already have those on my coach. I would have hunted them down. Mine are actually starting to rust a little bit on my rear wheels, and then my front one has a little bit of tiny blemishes in it, so I think I'm going to actually order up some brand new stainless ones. So those will be coming soon, hopefully. Now these are 87 Ford Explorer headlights off of eBay or Amazon. That's where those come from. These are actually some eBay lights here to get rid of the amber and go with that smoked LED Same with the clearance lights on the very top. Now those light up the amber color on the front and the red color on the rear. Those have been done. I do want to go over, because a lot of people talk about the LED lights on the tail lights. I'm not a chassis LED guy. I'm not a big fan of them, and I'm not a big fan either. So what I've actually done here is I took out the amber one that was the turn signal, and I took out the white one that was the backup, and I redded them all out, put new light bulbs in there, and did them. The reason why I don't like the Bargemans, the LEDs that go back here, is because there's an LED right here, here, all the way across. I've seen them with them out, and I've seen them fill with water. No reason why not to just order some fresh new lenses and throw a traditional light bulb in there. I mean, a traditional light bulb can be made in a coal mine damn near that dirty, where an LED is much more fragile, has to be made in a clean room. So that's why I've got that. And then if you haven't watched any of my videos, I will put a link where I walk the outside of this much more, but you'll notice there's no ladder. And the license plate that would have factory went right here is gone. And then I Frenched in the license plate there. I've got a small slit right here under the bottom. I kind of had to put some black tape on there because the LEDs were so bright. They were making that license plate way too bright, so I kind of toned them back. But everybody, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video of getting this wash done. A few little tips and things that I like to do. Another thing is you can put a rag up in the ends of these awnings to be able to catch your water for whichever way. Luckily enough, again here, we're gonna have ionized water or deionized water. So we're gonna have the super pure water, super spoiled. That's one reason why I wash it here. Luckily here in Eugene, or here in Junction City, the water is not as good. Luckily in Eugene, where my house is, the water is good and you don't end up with bad spotting. But everybody, I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks to everybody for taking that time to subscribe, hitting those likes, throw down those comments, asking questions. If you want to reach out to me, the first step you got to take, shoot me an email at brianmoto773@gmail, or you can always follow my Instagram, brianmoto773 at Instagram. So everybody, thanks for taking that time. Hope you all have a great day.